That's amazing, man. I mean, Steve, you had such a long and prosperous career at Hanover, but I know people ask this all the time, but I just wanted to know, like, were you ever tempted to leave, and how hard was it for you to stay so long in that club?
I was very tempted, and there were attempts. There were opportunities as well.
No, you got to give us the names. You got to give us the names.
Yeah, well, when we were being promoted from the second division to the first division, our coach at the time was Ralph Rangnick, who's now at Manchester United. And we had a great season. He liked using the outside backs as kind of offensive tools, and so I had a productive season as well. And it didn't go unnoticed, and so very close to signing a contract with Schalke. And then Kaiserslautern, I ended up turning down at the end to stay in Hanover. Ralph was very influential in making me stay, or convincing me to stay, I should say, because we kind of had built something, and I wanted to make sure I was a part of that in the first division. So, we all use these things in negotiation tables as well, so it worked out just fine. And then there were options. I always wanted to play. Growing up, I watched, English football, and I always wanted to go play in England. And obviously speaking English and being American, it was a natural move. It almost panned out a few times. So after World Cups, my contracts were usually up. I was free, and so I tried to get there, and it just never really panned out for some reason. But I think the main reason why I stayed was at the end of each contract, I didn't need to answer a few questions, and if I was able to with yes, then I wanted to stay. And it was Hanover still growing financially? Was I still getting better as a player, and was I still growing as a person? And I was able to answer all those with a yes. And so I just kind of figured out, listen, there's no reason for me to move. I am getting better and continuing on my career right here. And the advantage of staying at one club is you develop relationships in that city, in that country. The disadvantage is you don't broaden your horizons.
I would like to know, seeing your former coach now running the locker room at Manchester United, what first came to your mind as what impact he'll make on that team, good or bad?
Oh, he's very analytical. He understands the game very well. He's very smart. He's very thorough with his work. He will pay attention to all details. He's hands-on. I know his staff will be very hands-on. He's also a good mix of, he's like a hobby psychologist, and so he's extremely good at speaking to players, understanding them, what motivates them, how to get them going and performing well. And so really just a very smart guy, mastermind, really. I think he's going to do great things. When the players buy into his idea, it's a poor use of words. When they're convinced that his idea is going to work, they will go to battle for him, and they will be successful. I am 100% sure.
Yeah, but in saying that, he only has the 6 months, right? In Man United. So, do you think he'll have enough time to influence his style while he's still at Manchester United? Yeah, okay.
I do. I think he will influence it, so he'll get the ball rolling in that direction, and then it will be. As far as I understand it, he will be remaining in the club and will influencing the club and what happens in and around the coaching staff. So, what he does extremely well as well. He takes kind of a global view of things and is able to implement his own tools and his knowledge into the system. So I think once, if he's there, he will be influencing the team and their performances.
Footballer, see? I'm addicted to footballer, see? I'm addicted to footballer, see? I'm addicted to you. You're my addiction.